of your mat. Just beginning to make yourself comfortable here this morning. Maybe rolling your shoulders back a little bit. Maybe doing some neck rolls here, dropping your chin forward. Just feeling into your body this morning, gently waking up. And as you take a few breaths to check in here, as you're ready, beginning to lay down onto your mat. Laying down here, keeping your feet together and knees out wide for Supta Baddha Konasana. If you need to look up for a moment, pressing your feet here into one another, keeping your knees out wide and gently lowering through your spine here. As you rest on your mat, you can land one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, and just beginning to notice how you're breathing here this morning. Inhaling fully through your nose. Exhaling, letting all that air out through your mouth here. Inhaling fully through your nose. Exhaling, sighing it all out here. And taking another deep breath in through your nose. And sighing out once more. Maybe softening your gaze or closing your eyes here. As you breathe into your body, noticing any tension here in this posture, and gently breathing into that space. Noticing as you inhale, your belly rises. Maybe your heart lifts a little bit here. As you exhale, noticing yourself grounding here into the earth, pressing gently here into your mat. As you take a few more deep breaths in this posture, softening here through the features of your face, breathing into any tension here into your upper body, letting your legs be heavy, finding room for an intention here this morning. Noticing what you need, maybe some lightness, maybe thinking of your cool breath entering through your nose, and the warmth exiting out through your mouth. Maybe you're in need of some grounding this morning, but just finding something that resonates with you here and breathing through that intention. And taking another deep breath in through your nose, starting from your belly, feeling that lift in your chest, feeling that expansion here. Exhaling, sighing it all out, emptying your body fully from that air. Finding that belly center, inhaling fully here. Feeling your chest expand here, maybe even through your back body. Exhaling, letting all that air out, grounding into your mat. And as you're ready, gently bringing your knees together, bringing your feet out wide to the edges of your mat. Your hands can stay at your heart center in your belly, and gently windshield wiping your legs, dropping your knees over to one side, and slowly inhaling, knees come back to center, and exhaling towards the other side. Following your own breath here, moving as slow or as fast as you'd like. Your hands can stay here at your midline or gently dropping them towards your mat. And gently following your breath, your next inhale meeting up at center, and exhaling, grounding through your feet. Inhaling fully here. And as you exhale, bringing your knees into your center, wrapping your arms around, giving yourself a little hug here. Giving yourself a little squeeze here, noticing your containment within yourself. Noticing your breath. As you inhale, pressing your heart here into your legs. And as you exhale, softening here through your spine. Noticing that gentle rise and fall of your lungs in this posture. Then keeping a gentle grasp here on that right shin, extending that left leg out towards the front edge of your mat. Bringing that right knee in towards your armpit. Noticing that gentle stretch here in your hip. Letting that left leg extend long. Letting that left leg be heavy. Letting go of any tension through that extended leg. And gently pressing that right shin here closer towards your mat. Breathing into that posture. Noticing as you breathe here into your belly, that lift presses here into your leg. And as you're ready, gently bringing in that left knee once more, wrapping both your arms around, giving yourself a little squeeze. And switching legs here, keeping a gentle grasp on that left leg, extending out your right towards the front of your mat. Keeping your fingertips interlaced around that left shin as you gently press that leg here towards your armpit. Keeping that right leg long, releasing any tension through that extended leg, letting your leg become heavy, while keeping that gentle tension here through that left shin. Noticing any subtle differences between this left and right side. And just acknowledging those subtle differences. Letting go of any judgments. Letting go of anything that's not here right now. Keeping your gentle awareness on what's going on inside your body. Breathing into that stretch. And taking another deep breath in here. As you exhale, bringing that right knee in to meet the left, wrapping both your arms around once more, giving yourself a little squeeze. And as you're here, maybe you're rocking around, massaging your lower back. Just noticing how your back has softened into the earth. And bringing some more movement in here. On your next inhale, slowly starting to rock yourself up. Just moving gently up and down your spine, meeting up here into a boat pose. Keeping your legs up here, toes pointed up towards the sky. Your hands can stay beneath your shins or reaching towards the front of the mat. Shoulders stay rolled back, heart opening up towards the sky, and breathing here into your core. Noticing your core waking up here, breathing into that center, maybe extending your legs out long for a little more of a challenge. But taking another deep breath in here in this boat and gently exhaling, releasing back down towards your mat. Gently rolling over here into your tabletop position and coming into a few cat-cows. Grounding through both your palms, knees land beneath your hips, and inhaling, dropping your belly, rolling your shoulders back, lifting your gaze towards the sky. Exhaling, rounding through your spine here, pressing the ground away, tucking your chin. Inhaling, dropping your belly, rolling your shoulders back, and lifting your gaze up. Exhaling, rounding through your spine, tucking your tailbone and sending your gaze to your belly. Inhaling for your cat, rounding your shoulders back, lifting your tailbone. Gaze goes up. Exhaling, rounding through your spine, moving through each vertebrae here, letting your gaze come down last. Then moving with your own breath, following the rhythms of your body, and breathing into your body here this morning. Noticing any tension here in this posture. And finding any other movements that might feel good, whether that's twisting in your back, maybe looking towards the back of your mat, maybe doing some circles here with your belly. Just listening to your body, finding that good feeling here as you breathe. And taking another round of breath, moving through one last cat-cow, inhaling fully, lifting your heart up, and exhaling, pressing the ground away, breathing into that back heart center, and gently meeting back here in your tabletop position, still pressing the ground away, breathing into those shoulder blades, then tucking your toes here and hovering your knees over your mat, pressing the ground away, breathing into your core, noticing that engagement through your midline, still noticing the ground, pressing away here, breathing between your shoulder blades, breathing into your core, noticing that gentle strength here within you, inhaling fully, exhaling, sending your hips up and back for your downward facing dog. Still keeping that engagement through all 10 fingertips here, pressing the ground away and rolling your shoulders down towards your mat. Keeping that space here between your shoulder blades, keeping your neck long, just gently releasing any tension here through your neck. Maybe pedaling out your feet, reaching one heel down at a time. Notice how you're feeling. Maybe this is your first down dog of the day. And as you're here, looking through both of your hands, gently walking towards the top of your mat. As you meet between your hands, inhaling, rising for a halfway lift, keeping length through your spine.
exhaling into your forward fold, letting your upper body rest heavy here into your legs, keeping a generous bend here in your knees for this first forward fold, and maybe reaching for both your elbows here as you find a gentle swaying here in your back, releasing any tension in your neck, letting your forehead hang heavy towards the earth, and keeping that length through your spine, still grounding through both your feet, noticing that bend in your legs, and keeping your hips up and back. Maybe beginning to notice that lengthening through the back of your legs, maybe that lengthening through your whole back body. Taking another deep breath in here. Exhaling, releasing your hands to meet your mat. Grounding through both your feet and inhaling, rising all the way up, reaching through those fingertips towards the sky. And exhaling, your hands come to heart center. Inhaling, reaching up here, fingertips towards the sky. Exhaling, forward fold. Hinging at your hips, reaching your hands down. Inhaling, halfway lift, finding length. And exhaling, planting your hands, stepping or jumping back into a plank. And exhaling, lowering down for your chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog, rolling your shoulders back, lifting your gaze up. Exhaling into your downward facing dog. Pressing the ground away from you here still. Maybe bending your knees, walking your dog, reaching your heels down towards your mat. But keeping your hips up and back here, noticing that length, extending from your hips all the way through your wrists. Noticing how you're breathing in this posture. And keeping your gaze through your hands, gently walking towards the top of your mat. Inhaling, halfway lift, finding length, and exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, rising all the way up, reaching through your fingertips, reaching up here. Exhaling, hands come to heart center. Inhaling, reaching up towards the sky, lifting up. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift, lifting through your heart. Exhaling, grounding your hands, stepping or jumping back and lowering for chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog, lifting through your heart here. Exhaling, meeting in your downward facing dog. Still pressing the ground away from you, keeping your hips up and back. Maybe still pedaling out your feet. Noticing what feels good in this posture and keeping a gentle awareness on how you're breathing. Then one last sun salutation here, looking through your hands, stepping or jumping forward. Inhaling, halfway lift, finding length, and exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, rising all the way up, reaching through those fingertips. Exhaling, hands come to heart center. Inhaling, reaching your fingertips up once more towards the sky. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift, finding length here. Exhaling, planting your hands, stepping or jumping back and lowering towards your mat. Inhaling for your upward facing dog and exhaling, meeting back in that downward facing dog. Taking a few breaths for yourself here. Maybe reconnecting with your intention. Noticing how we're opening up space in your body to bring in more of your intention. Keeping an awareness on your breath. Inhaling, your right leg rises up. Exhaling, knee to nose. Inhaling, kicking your heel out. Exhaling, knee to left elbow, crossing your body. Inhaling, kicking your heel out. Exhaling, knee to right elbow. Inhaling, kicking your heel out. Exhaling knee to nose. And inhaling, kicking that heel out. Exhaling, bringing that foot all the way through your hands. Grounding that front foot here, keeping that back heel lifted, finding stability here through your legs, pressing the ground away, and then gently rising up. Reaching through your fingertips here, coming into your crescent lunge. Whether you're reaching through your fingertips here, maybe your hands just land here on your hips, making sure to square your hips off towards the front of your mat, grounding through that rooted foot. Breathing into your center here, noticing your midline, noticing that strength here in your legs as you press that back leg towards that back wall, and noticing that stretch here in that hip. Keeping an awareness on your breath as you're here. Inhaling, reaching your fingertips up towards the sky. Exhaling, dropping down that back foot for your warrior two. Opening up your heart here, reaching through both those fingertips, keeping your gaze through that middle finger. Pressing your shoulders down and back, keeping your hips in line with your spine. Grounding through both your feet here, noticing the outside edge of that back foot. Noticing that strength here in your body. Keeping your gaze through those front fingertips as you inhale, reversing your warrior. Dropping that back hand, reaching through those front fingertips, noticing that gentle stretch here in your side body. Reaching towards the back of your mat, breathing into your side ribs. Your gaze can stay up towards those fingertips or just forward here. Inhaling, reaching. Exhaling, coming back into that warrior two. Finding strength here in this posture, keeping that right knee aligned with that right ankle. Inhaling fully here. As you exhale, straightening out that front leg and dropping your front arm for your triangle pose. Whether your hand lands here on your calf, your shin, maybe reaching for a block here to plant your hand. Noticing where you're at this morning and keeping that back shoulder in line with your front. Reaching those fingertips up towards the sky. Stacking your shoulders over one another. Your gaze can stay forward, maybe up at those fingertips here. Noticing that gentle balance challenge. Grounding through both your feet, actively sending your hips back. And inhaling, gently rising up here. And exhaling, cartwheeling your hands to your mat, lifting up that back leg. And inhaling, sending that leg out. Exhaling, knee to nose. Inhaling, kicking your leg out once more. And exhaling, dropping your foot to meet the ground. Maybe pedaling out your feet here in your downward facing dog. Still pressing the ground away, keeping your hips up and back. Noticing any subtle differences between this right and left leg before moving on to the left side. Then moving through that left side, inhaling, your left leg rises up. Exhaling, knee to nose. Inhaling, kicking your heel out. Exhaling, knee to left elbow. Inhaling, kicking out. Exhaling, crossing your body, knee to right elbow. Inhaling, kicking out. Exhaling, knee to nose. Inhaling, kicking out once more. And exhaling, bringing that foot all the way through your hands. Planting that foot here, helping it up if it didn't make it. Grounding through that front foot, pressing through that back heel, and gently rising up here. Rising into that crescent lunge, your hands can stay on your hips, squaring your hips off towards the front or reaching those fingertips up towards the sky. Noticing what feels good for you this morning. Maybe trying a little challenge, reaching those fingertips up, rolling your shoulders down your back, breathing into your midline, and still pressing through that back heel here, noticing that stretch through that right hip. Staying strong here in that posture, bending that front knee, and keeping an awareness on your breath. Noticing that strength you're creating within you. Noticing your breath supporting that. And inhaling, lifting your arms up. As you exhale, coming into your warrior two. Reaching through both your fingertips here. Noticing that expansion here in your front and back body. And sitting deeper here into that front bend. Making sure that your knee stays in line with that front foot. And reaching through both those fingertips. Your gaze can stay through those extended front fingers. Maybe pressing down with both your arms here to keep them engaged. But making sure your spine stays right over your hips. Breathing here in your warrior. And on your next inhale, reversing that warrior, reaching your left fingertips up and back. Reaching towards the back of the room here. Finding length here in your side body. Breathing into those side ribs. Your gaze can stay forward or maybe up at your fingertips. If they're up at your fingertips, making sure to ground through both your feet. Inhaling fully here, reaching towards the back. Exhaling, meeting back in your warrior two. Pressing both your arms down here, noticing that engagement. Staying strong here in both your legs, opening up your hips. Inhaling, extending out that front leg, straightening your leg. As you exhale, meeting in that triangle pose. Whether your front arm lands here on your calf, your shin, maybe all the way down on your mat, making sure to keep that back shoulder rotating open to stack your shoulders here. Feeling free to land that bottom hand on a block. Maybe some books that might support. But wherever you're at, keeping that engagement, grounding through both your feet, actively sending your hips towards the back of your mat. Still reaching through both those fingertips. Finding that expansion here and breathing into your midline. Taking another deep breath in here. Exhaling, going a little deeper, grounding into your mat. Inhaling, gently rising up here. Exhaling, cartwheeling your hands to your mat. Inhaling, sending that left leg up and back. Exhaling, knee to nose. Inhaling, kicking that heel out once more. And exhaling, meeting in your downward facing dog. Noticing any differences between that left and right side, whether you're pedaling out your dog here, or just checking in with yourself. Noticing how you're breathing. Noticing how your upper and lower body are feeling. Then moving through that same standing sequence, adding a little bit more. Inhaling, your right leg rises up. Exhaling, knee to nose. Inhaling, kicking your heel out. Exhaling, knee to the left elbow. Inhaling, kicking out. Exhaling, knee to right elbow. Inhaling, kicking out. Exhaling, knee to nose. Inhaling, kicking out. Exhaling, bringing that foot all the way through your hands. Finding stability here through your legs. And inhaling, rising up. Rising into your crescent lunge here, reaching your fingertips up towards the sky. Grounding through that rooted foot, pressing through that back heel. Finding strength here through your midline. Breathing into your core. Reaching your fingertips up, but letting your shoulders drop away from your ears. Finding strength here in your upper body. Inhaling, finding that lift. Exhaling, warrior two. Reaching through both those front and back fingertips. Finding that space here in your heart. And keeping your gaze through those front fingertips. And grounding here through both those feet. Making sure your knee stays in line with that front foot. Keeping your gaze through those front fingers. And inhaling, reversing your warrior. Dropping that back hand, reaching your front arm up and over. Breathing into your side body. Opening up your armpit here up towards the sky. Reaching those fingertips towards the back of your mat. Inhaling fully. Exhaling, warrior two. Sitting deeply here into this warrior, maybe bending at that front knee a little bit more, but still grounding through that back edge of that back foot. Noticing how you're feeling here. Inhaling, straightening out that front leg. Exhaling, triangle pose. Dropping that right arm here to wherever it lands. Maybe bringing that block to support, bringing the ground to you, but keeping that back shoulder rotating open here, stacking your shoulders over one another. Your gaze can stay straight forward, noticing that extension here in your neck, or lifting your gaze up towards your fingertips, but grounding through both your feet. And inhaling, gently rising back up towards center, and exhaling, letting go. Turning both your toes towards the long edge of your mat. Inhaling, reaching your arms up towards the sky. Exhaling, wide-angled forward fold. Letting your upper body rest heavy here. Keeping that pressure on the outside edges of both your feet. Letting your forearms rest here on your mat. Maybe just grounding through both your hands. Reaching your forearms down towards your mat. And letting your upper body rest heavy. Keeping your hips up and back here in this posture. And noticing that extension here through the back of your legs. And inhaling, rising all the way up, reaching through your fingertips. Exhaling, your hands come towards heart center. Pointing your toes towards the corners of your mat here. Bringing your heels a little more inwards. Pressing your knees towards the outside of your mat. Inhaling, reaching your fingertips up towards the sky. And as you exhale, sitting into your goddess pose. Opening up your heart here, pressing your shoulders into one another. Keeping your gaze straight forward here. Opening up your hips, pressing your knees towards the outside edges of your mat. Grounding through both your feet, finding stability here in this goddess. And inhaling, lifting up. Hands come together as you exhale, Skandasana here towards the front edge of your mat. So coming into that side lunge, back toes point up towards the sky, bending here towards the front of your mat. Hands can stay at heart center, maybe resting here on the ground, but breathing into that gentle stretch, noticing how you're feeling here. Inhaling, gently rising up. Crawling your hands here towards the front of your mat to outline the front foot. And inhaling, that left leg comes up to meet the right, halfway lift. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, rising all the way up, reaching through those fingertips. And exhaling, your hands to heart center. Inhaling, reaching up towards the sky. Inhaling a little bit once more. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift, finding length. And exhaling, flowing through your vinyasa, stepping or jumping back, lowering towards your mat. And inhaling, upward facing dog. And exhaling, meeting back in your downward facing dog. Pressing through both your palms here, keeping your hips up and back. And taking a few breaths for yourself here, checking in on how you're feeling. Noticing what that means to you. And moving through that left side, inhaling, your left leg rises up. Exhaling, knee to nose. Inhaling, kicking your heel out. Exhaling, knee to right elbow. Inhaling, kicking out. Exhaling, knee to left elbow. Inhaling, kicking out. Exhaling, knee to nose. Inhaling, kicking out. Exhaling, bringing that foot all the way through your hands. Grounding through that rooted foot, pressing through that back heel as you inhale, rising up, finding that lift for your crescent lunge. Making sure to keep that back heel lifted here, but still keeping that energy pressing away. Noticing that length in that hip. And keeping your hips in line with one another here, whether your hands land on your hips or still reaching up towards the sky. Finding that strength within you. Noticing your core supporting you. And inhaling, reaching through those fingertips. Exhaling, warrior two. Grounding through that back edge of that back foot, reaching through both your fingertips here. Finding space here through your front and back body. Still grounding through both your feet, keeping that left knee opening up. And keeping your gaze through those front fingertips as you inhale, reversing your warrior. Dropping that back hand, reaching through those front fingertips, noticing that length in your side body. Noticing that strength in your legs. And inhaling, reaching towards the back of your mat still. Exhaling, warrior two. Staying strong here in that warrior, keeping that left knee opening up, grounding through that back edge of that back foot. Inhaling, extending that front leg, straightening it out here. Exhaling, triangle pose. Dropping your left arm here to your shin. Maybe your ankle, your mat, maybe that block. Wherever you're landing, keeping that back shoulder rotating open, stacking your shoulders over one another here as you actively send your hips towards the back of your mat. Noticing how you're breathing in this posture. Your gaze can stay forward, maybe up at those fingertips. But noticing your whole body engaged here in this Trikonasana triangle pose. Noticing the strength you're creating in your legs. The opening here in your upper body. And inhaling, slowly rising back up towards center. As you exhale, dropping your hands here, turning your toes towards the long edge of your mat. Inhaling, reaching your fingertips up. And exhaling, wide-angled forward fold. Letting your upper body rest heavy here. Still pressing through the outside edges of both your feet. And reaching your forearms down towards your mat. Keeping your hips up and back. Maybe keeping a gentle bend here in your knees. Just noticing that lengthening through your back body. And inhaling, slowly rising up, reaching your fingertips up towards the sky. Exhaling, hands come to heart center. Toes point out towards the corners of your mat. Heels stay inwards. Knees press towards outside edges. Inhaling, reaching your fingertips up. And as you exhale, sitting into your goddess pose. Pressing your shoulders back into one another, opening your heart. Fingertips stay pressing into one another here like a light beam. And breathing here into your core. Noticing how you're feeling here as your true goddess. Noticing the space you're creating within your body. And inhaling, reaching your arms up. Hands come to touch. And as you exhale, coming your hands to heart center into your Skandasana. Coming into that side lunge. Hands stay at heart center. Back toes point up towards the sky. And bending your knee here towards the front of your mat. Your hands can stay at heart center here, gently dropping your hands towards your mat. Noticing what feels good this morning. Breathing into that subtle stretch. Inhaling, gently rising back up here, crawling your hands to frame your front foot, grounding through that left foot. Inhaling, that right foot comes up to meet the left. Halfway lift here, and exhaling, forward fold. Letting your upper body rest heavy here into your legs. And inhaling, rising all the way up, reaching through those fingertips. Inhaling a little bit more. Exhaling, hands come to heart center. Meeting right here in your Tadasana, your mountain pose. Your hands can stay at heart center here, reaching those fingertips down towards the earth, but grounding through both your feet. Noticing all four corners of each of your feet grounding into the mat. Keeping a gentle bend here in your knees, just the slightest bend. Keeping your hips tucked beneath your spine. Breathing into your core, letting your shoulders fall away from your ears, and keeping that length here through the back of your neck. Noticing how even in this standing posture, you can still be mindful, still be aware of the subtleties happening, and still notice your breath. Maybe noticing your breath here as you inhale, finding that belly center, lifting through your heart, through the crown of your head, and exhaling, following your spine down, back through your back body, all the way down into the earth here. And inhaling, finding that belly center, lifting through your heart, through the crown of your head, and exhaling, following the line of your spine down, all the way through your back body, grounding into your feet. Noticing both your feet here grounding into the mat, and gently shifting your weight here into that right leg, finding lightness in the left. Whether you want to come here into a kickstand with your heel pressing here into your ankle, maybe pressing your foot here into your calf, or bringing that foot to meet all the way up, pressing your foot into your thigh, helping yourself wherever you're at, but making sure to avoid your knee. But grounding through that rooted foot, pressing your left foot into your right leg, and gently bringing your hands to heart center here. Coming into this tree pose, noticing this balance, noticing this stability here in your body. Keeping your hips in line with one another. Breathing deeply. Hands can stay at heart center here. Maybe inhaling, reaching your fingertips up towards the sky. Maybe reaching those fingertips up towards the sky. Or just coming back towards heart center. Noticing what your body needs, noticing what feels good to you. And taking another deep breath in. As you exhale, gently releasing that leg back down. Hands come back down towards both sides of your body and gently shaking out your legs and arms here. Moving through your fingertips, finding a little movement through your ankles, then coming back into your Tadasana, grounding through both your feet, inhaling, reaching your arms up towards the sky. Hands come to touch as you exhale, coming into heart center, following your midline as you gently release your fingertips down towards the earth. Keeping your palms facing forward here, shoulders rolled back, pelvis tucked in, slight bend in your knees and grounding through both your feet. Noticing the stability here, the strength. Inhaling, reaching your arms up, meeting your hands to touch, and exhaling your hands to heart center. Noticing both your feet here once more, And grounding through that left foot, keeping that slight bend in that left leg as your right foot lifts. Whether you come to that kickstand, pressing your foot here into your calf, or pressing your foot here into your thigh. Noticing wherever you're at, keeping your hips in line with one another, facing the front of your mat. And breathing into this balancing tree. Noticing through the bottom of that left foot, your roots ground into the earth. And maybe lifting your arms here, extending up towards the sky, keeping your gaze on a fixed point. For a little balance challenge, maybe closing your eyes, finding that stability within. Feeling free to bring your hands back down to heart center, just noticing where you're at. And taking another deep breath in. As you exhale, gently coming back down to earth, grounding that right foot. And as you make it down here, shaking out your legs, extending out through your fingertips, finding a little movement here. And inhaling, reaching your arms up towards the sky. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift, finding length. And as you exhale, planting your hands, sending your legs back, meeting in a plank. Staying in this plank for a few breaths, pressing the ground away, breathing into your midline, noticing that gentle engagement in your core. Inhaling fully here, and exhaling, gently dropping down onto your knees for a tabletop pose. Still pressing the ground away, inhaling your right fingertips, reach up towards the sky. Exhaling, threading the needle, grounding your shoulder here into your mat, letting your cheek rest heavy. That left hand can stay exactly where it's at, if that feels good, or maybe crawling those fingertips towards the front edge of your mat. Still rolling that left armpit down towards the earth, feeling that length through that left side. Or feeling free to open up that left shoulder here, reaching around for your hip. Noticing what feels good this morning. Taking a few moments to breathe. And gently bringing that left hand back, planting it into the mat. Inhaling, reaching your right fingertips up towards the sky. And exhaling, dropping your right hand towards your mat. Grounding through that right hand now. Inhaling, your left fingertips reach up here. Exhaling, threading your needle, grounding your shoulder here into your mat. Keeping that right hand where it's at. Maybe crawling those fingertips forward. Or opening up that shoulder a little bit and reaching around for your hip. Noticing what feels good. Breathing into that gentle twist. Noticing how your breath moves in your body. And gently bringing that right hand back, grounding into the mat. Inhaling, your left fingertips reach up towards the sky. And exhaling, gently landing that left hand here. Crossing your ankles and slowly making your way here into a seat. Extending your feet out towards the front edge of your mat, grounding through both your sit bones. And inhaling, reaching your fingertips up. As you exhale, hinging at your hips, reaching for your feet for a seated forward fold. Letting your upper body rest heavy here. Noticing where your hands land this morning, your calves, maybe your ankles, maybe around your feet. Just acknowledging where you land, letting go of any judgments. Maybe bending your knees a little bit more if you need, getting into your back body. Finding length here through your spine. Releasing any tension in your neck. Letting your forehead fall towards your legs. Noticing the safety you've created within you. Noticing your breath connecting you to the present. And on your next inhale, gently rising up one vertebrae at a time. And exhaling, gently letting go. Grounding your feet here into your mat and slowly making your way onto your back. Keeping your feet about hips width distance apart. Keeping your hips tucked in here, grounding through both those heels, feeling like they're dragging towards your body. Letting your palms gently rest here on your mat. And inhaling, lifting your hips up towards the sky. Sending your knees towards the front edge of your mat, meeting in this bridge. Still breathing into your core. Noticing your core engaged. Your legs are strong. You're grounding through your heels, inhaling fully, and exhaling, gently releasing, slowly lowering one vertebrae at a time back down towards your mat. Taking a moment to breathe here, breathing into that lower back. Maybe you can ground in your spine here into your mat, tucking your pelvis up. Noticing your core engaged and grounding through your heels once more. Inhaling, lifting your hips up for that bridge. Sending your knees forward, hips lift up towards the sky. Breathing into your core. Inhaling fully. Exhaling, gently lowering back down. And bringing both your knees here into your chest, wrapping your arms around, giving yourself a little hug. Maybe rocking around here, massaging your lower back. Or coming into your happy baby, grabbing the insides of your feet and kicking your feet here into your hands. Maybe rocking your baby here, rocking from side to side. But as you're ready, just gently letting go for Shavasana, extending your legs out towards the front of your mat. Or maybe bringing your feet together, knees out wide, ending how we started. Hands can stay by your side, palms facing up for more receiving nature. If you'd like to ground within yourself, maybe bringing one hand to heart center, one on your belly. Keeping a soft gaze or your eyes closed. And taking a few breaths for yourself here, settling into Shavasana, our final resting point. As you inhale, softening your brows. As you exhale, unclenching your jaw. Softening through the features of your face. And slowly working your way down your body. Letting your shoulders ground into the mat. Releasing any tension here in your torso. Letting each of your legs relax. Letting your feet become heavy. As you inhale, finding that lightness within you, feeling it expand throughout your body. As you exhale, releasing all that negative energy, anything you no longer need, and allowing yourself to be supported by your mat, grounding deeply. As you inhale, noticing that life force within you, expanding through all corners of your body. Letting yourself soften as you exhale. Letting anything go that's not right here. That's not between your breath and your body. Taking a few moments of stillness and silence for yourself. Allowing yourself this relaxation. And slowly becoming aware of your body once more. Maybe wiggling your fingers, moving your toes. Maybe reaching your arms up over your head for a little good morning stretch. But as you're ready, gently coming over here onto one of your sides, into that fetal position, dropping both your knees to one side, letting your head rest here in one of your arms. Noticing how you are safe and supported within yourself. Maybe returning back to that intention you initially set. Noticing how you can take it with you off of your mat, or how it may resonate or may have changed. And as you're ready, gently lifting yourself up here into a comfortable seat, keeping a soft gaze or your eyes closed. And inhaling, reaching your arms up over your head, finding length through your back body. Exhaling, hands come down to heart center. Letting your forehead drop down towards your hands, tucking your chin here. Inhaling fully. Exhaling, sighing out. Taking another deep breath in through your nose. Exhaling, sighing out. And taking another deep breath in here. Exhaling, letting everything go. Coming back to your center. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. The light in me honors and respects the light in you, and together we can say namaste.